and welcome back to Hugh's Nursery. And you might see this a little bit close up later on, but I've broken my finger and it's really annoying because the doctor says I've got to have this silly, it's called a Zimmer splint or something, for a week, which is really annoying. But anyway, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to save tomato seeds ready for growing next year. So when selecting your tomato, you got to make sure that it's the best quality it can be. You don't want it where it's been on the ground because it could have picked up diseases and stuff. But just make sure that it's a nice red colour all round and it's quite firm. Make sure that it's ripe, and then you're just going to cut it in half. And then scoop out the inside with all the seeds into a sieve. Now, one thing you got to be careful with saving tomato seeds is cross-pollination. So basically, we've had 4 different varieties of tomatoes. Now, these are all going to be mixed pollinated, so they won't go true to type. But the thing is, there's still going to be tomatoes, and tomatoes are tomatoes, so save that for eating later and just carry on doing that. There is things like pollination nets that you can get to help avoid cross-pollination, and I'll probably be doing some videos on that later, hopefully next year, because the growing season unfortunately has come to the end. And I'll be doing a lot more videos about apples and plums and stuff because they're doing really well at the moment. So there are our seeds. There's our seeds ready, and then just basically water it down, and this will be getting rid of all of the flesh around it. Now, in Wales we have loads and loads of water, so this is just going back into the ground. One thing I do advise you doing to help conserve water in warmer places and drier places is to just put a bucket underneath so you don't lose as much water, and then you can also recycle it and use it again and again. So almost there now. So the method I'm using today is very simple, and there are basically tons of methods that other people have done as well, which is like getting a jar, putting it all in a jar and some water, and then you shake it up as much as you can, and then let it settle and all the seeds will fall to the bottom, and then you can just scoop the flesh out, just leaving the seeds. So that's another thing you can do. And also just doing it one by one, like with a pair of tweezers, just putting seeds along, but obviously that's going to take a bit too much time. So now I get just the end of a plant label, and then scoop it all out, scoop out all the seeds and spread them out fairly evenly, because these are just going to be drying now. So just to make sure that they're not touching, and just you're going to leave that until it's dry. You can also just get a hair dryer and do it at a light setting, but I'll get back to you when these are now dry. So when the seeds have dried, it's very simple. You just want to put them into either a Ziploc bag like this, or in a paper bag, or just something that's airtight. Just pop them in and then leave it in a cool place, either like on top of a refrigerator, or just something that's going to keep it cool and not too hot. And then so plant them out the following spring, well, next spring. And it's going to be very easy. Just take them out, put it in some compost and keep it watered and nice and warm, and that's how you save seeds that you can use for next year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like for more updates, and see you again next Sunday. Goodbye.